Hi everyone, it's Marie here from Skeins. God, I look like an absolute fright today. I'm back on the cell phone because I still haven't got the webcam fixed, but that's alright. And it has been full on here today, absolutely full on. As we try, I'm looking so lopsided. It was like just before I went live, it was looking fabulous, and then I went live, and then it got all lopsided, and it looks kind of crazy now. So I'm going to see if I can jam this up. There we go. That's better. That's better. Yes, we've been busy getting everything organised and getting some lucky dips out for you, and I thought, as promised, I would come, hi Kayleen, I would come and say good day and show you what I've been up to today and give you some news, because of course, long weekend this weekend, Labour weekend. Do you know what I love about this weekend? Two reasons. One, it is the first sort of holiday weekend of the holiday season for us here in New Zealand, so it's great. You know, it seems like Queen's birthday was a really long time ago, so that's number one. Number two, I don't know what it's like at your place, but at our place here in Hawke's Bay and further up the east coast, it is the weather is just glorious, and it's going to be glorious across the weekend, which is just wonderful because, you know, it means that we can chill out and enjoy the sunshine and all that good things, those good things. There's nothing better than knitting in the sunshine with a nice cold drink, I can tell you. So that's number two reason. And number three reason is here in Hawke's Bay. The founders of Hawke's Bay, in their wisdom, decided to make our Hawke's Bay anniversary day tomorrow, Friday. So all of us here in Hawke's Bay and Central Hawke's Bay, we all have our anniversary day tomorrow, which means that we get a 4-day weekend. Yes, 4 days for us. So the implication for you guys is that if you happen to be in Napier or you're wanting to visit the Skeins shop in Hashia Place, it will be closed tomorrow. We'll be back open Saturday, but it is closed tomorrow, and we're then back open like everybody else on Tuesday after Labour Day. So do be aware of that. If you are placing orders, the girls closed off order dispatches. Usually they close off around midday, 1 o'clock. I'm just checking the time. So all dispatches will go out tonight, and then those dispatches, they may do some pickups on Saturday, but not always. It depends if the drivers are around. And then, yeah, normal resumption to deliveries and dispatching happens on Tuesday. So just be aware of that, because we've got that extra day off. If it didn't get out in tonight's dispatch run, it will definitely be going out on Tuesday. So, you know, so we haven't left you, but I haven't left you in the lurch for the weekend, because you've got to have things to knit, and you've got to have things to buy and to browse. Lucky Dip, you guys have loved Lucky Dip. I've actually had I'm going to share this with you. I got such a lovely email today, and it was one of those, did I keep it? Did I keep it in my nice little did I keep it? No, I didn't keep it. That wasn't very good of me. But anyway, I had a lovely email today from a lady who got Lucky Dip, and she was absolutely thrilled with the yarn that she received. So thank you for letting us know and thanking us, because that's, you know, it makes us feel good. We like that. And Lucky Dip has been going really well. So Claire and I today, when we had our weekly Thursday meeting, we had a trudge around and found some more stock, because the stocks were getting really low on Lucky Dip. So we've had a trudge around and found some more stocks to throw into Lucky Dip. And in fact, I'm going to tease you, because we all know how I like to be colour coordinated with my yarn. Look, isn't that perfect? Is that like not the perfect colour match or what? Anyway, this glorious, lovely, slightly haloed fuzzy DK with a little bit of luxury fibre, but is going in the standard fibre Lucky Dip, with its little grey friend. So that's being added today, and we found a few other bits and pieces as well. So if you haven't picked up any Lucky Dips yet, do, because the stock is still there. And as I said, we'll just keep running those until the stock is gone, and we have found some more standard Lucky Dip stock and some really good Lucky Dip stock. So do make sure you check that out, and that is on the sale page. If you're looking for Lucky Dip, that's where that's hiding. $1.95 for standard yarns and $4.95 for premium. And that is things like, what have we had? People have been getting Merino Soft. So in fact, some people have gotten a new limited edition Merino Soft colour that has yet to be launched, has gone out in that premium Lucky Dip. I think there has been some Polworth, Heritage Polworth, that's gone out in that. So there is some good stuff there, people. So you need to make sure you jump in and do those. So do them over the weekend. The other thing that came in today is Opal released their new colour collection, and we haven't sort of bought too much from Opal for a while. Like, I mean, because we get the colour collections come out in a pretty regular intervals, but we don't always get them in. Sometimes, you know, if we're holding a lot of stock, or, you know, the colours just don't really speak to us. You know, we sort of think, oh, yeah, However, this new colour collection is called Symphony, and it is lovely. In fact, I saw it, Claire printed it off, we both looked at each other and thought, no brainer, we've got to get this one. And she's gone and put these all in a bucket. Look at her, bless her. Hey, don't they look fantastic? They're a really nice collection. Striping collection again. This time round, we've got, if you go into view range by name, and I've just, if you go back into this thread when I'm done, I think I posted a link up in there, but it's a really nice stripy collection, and it's just got some great bright zingy colours. These are the bright ones. I mean, look at those, fantastic. But the other, oh, and the blue, how can I forget? Look at that blue, isn't that great? But then they've got these two, you know, if you're a little bit more, you live life in a minor key, not a major key, then called Symphony. There we go, look at those. They're just a little bit more subtle. So we really, really like these. And the striping patterns for socks on the samples knitted up look fantastic. So if you are wanting, you know, it's a bit hotter now. Some people actually really enjoy knitting socks this time of year. Really easy thing to have in your purse or your bag or your backpack, and commuting to work and stuff like that. And you're wanting to get some fresh colours. These, we really like these new Opal Symphony colours. So they are all online now. But wait, there's more. Because we love these so much, any Opal order that goes through from basically now through to the end of Labour weekend, if you order Opal in your order, whether it be one ball or what have you, every Opal order will get a set of bamboo DPNs for free from us, because we love you and we thought you would like them. And, you know, let's face it, even if you're not a DPN lover, I use these as cable needles. They're fantastic. And yeah, easy peasy. So any order that's got some Opal in it will get a set of these. So those Opals are 100 gram balls, will do a pair of socks, $19.90, and available right now. And because I'm me, and I like those because Crazy for Colour, they qualify for Crazy for Colour. So you could actually get your Opal, you'll have it by next week, start posting your work in progress, and you'll be in the draw for Crazy for Colour at the end of the month. I thought, well, I'll jump online and have a look at some patterns that you could possibly knit with either some Opal you already have at home or some other yarn. And I jumped onto the world of the Rav and had a look at Hot Right Now, because of course Northern Hemisphere's autumn at the moment, so there's loads of really cool stuff coming out from a pattern perspective. And one that's sitting, I think it's sitting in the top 10, and it's free. We like free. Free is good. Is this guy here. Look at that. It's called The Elves Pathway by Stella. I think it's Ajidi. I'm really sorry if I've pronounced that wrong. Isn't that lovely? And I'm actually just going to can I pull it closer up to the camera? See that? It's got that really lovely little lace panel through the middle. It's I've actually downloaded the pattern there. There you go. So I thought I'd download the pattern because it's free. So you just click the link and down it comes. She says here, does our Stella, she is saying 2 skeins of fingerling weight yarn, approximately 402 metres, for each colour. So she's saying 1 skein for each colour. So she's used 2 colours here, and actually, oh, I see what she's gone and done. she's gone and done a, I can see it now in the detail just there, she's gone and blended, so she's gone and done a fade. So if you've got, I know a lot of you have bought like indie dyed skeins to do a fade, a find my fade, and you've just sort of not got around it, or you like the idea of doing that. And I know Bleating Art does some stunning fade selections. So if you've got some of those sitting in your stash at home, this is such a good little pattern. But essentially it uses, as I said, 440 metres of each colour. So let's get the maths out, people, because I should have done this beforehand. For each colour, so that's 8, whoopsie daisies, 804. So you're looking at about 5 50-gram balls of our standard 4-ply, which would work in this no problem, because she is using a 3.25mm needle. And I can actually kind of see why she's doing this. She has actually done this on a firmer gauge, even with that garter stitch, and I think she's doing that to hold the shape of the shawl. But looking at it, I mean, that is a fine fingerling, so that is certainly at the, you know, that's like that would be very much in our Lumiere territory for silver lining. However, you could, I think, comfortably, if you wanted to up your needle size to 3.5, 375 or 4, you would just need to watch your meterage. Your meterage would, so on a 4mm, that is, see, rough knit maths here, so it's about 25% more, so times 25% plus equals, so 6 balls, 4-ply, well, according to my knit maths. And I know Tamsin's watching, and she often, trust me, she will tell you that my knit maths is often out, which is why I have people like Tamsin in my life, where she's an accountant. She's very, very good at telling me when my maths is off. But according to me, rough knit maths, that's what you could do if you wanted to up your needle size. But no, I just really liked it, and it just means that, you know, it's the sort of thing. See, what's this? This one is, oh, spin it around. I can even remember the meterages on these. These are, where are you? Where is you? The Azure. I think these are about the same meterage. This is around 400 odd metres from memory. Huh. It does not say. Anyway, I'll find that out. I'll put it in the comments if I can't find it. But that, I think, you know, even with the self-striping in that pattern, I think would look really cool. So if you're wanting to grab a freebie and have something to cast on over the weekend with something you've got in your stash, but not actually, yeah, if you're feeling thrifty, there you go. If you're feeling thrifty and you want to start something new, but you don't have to spend any money, which is so not like me, yeah, I would, the Elves Pathway. So that's on Ravelry, and it's in the top 10. So like in the, you know, hot right now. So click on that. I'll put the link in the hooflung flung. But I really like that. I am thinking I might have to cast that one on, because it's nice. And the other one I tracked down because I'm feeling that way inclined, and in fact this was sitting at number 2 when I jumped out, and it leaped out at me for 2 reasons. One, it had Nikki Jones aka Dark Harbour yarn written all over it, not because of the yarn that's in there being something that she does, but this is certainly a pattern that she, being the mistress of cables, and she is so fabulously wonderful at them, but it is called, look at that, Widow's Kiss. There you go. It's by Thea Coleman. And what I love about this is that it is a really lovely sort of crossed over cross-heart travelling cable, which, having a quick look at the on a chart on these, is not that difficult to do. But the reason I printed this out is because it's using a yarn to a tension of 20 stitches to 10 centimetres, which is exactly our Southlander DK. And look at that again, can't you see that? If you wanted to get exactly that look, Southlander DK in Bracken, or even one of the new colours, or any of the other colours in the range, would just look, I think, the bee's knees in that. The other yarn that would look utterly awesome in that pattern is if you have bought, you stocked up on the McEwen and the Mackay when that was on special, or I know many of you may have received McEwen and Mackay in your lucky dips. That pattern there would be brilliant if you got the DK version of that. It would also work incredibly well in Silver Lining DK, and in fact the fine twist of me waving the needle around, the fine twist of the Silver Lining would really make those cables pop. So again, it's another one of those patterns that I think is got huge edge. She's done it in a crop style here. It is done in the round, she was saying, but generally with that ribbing you would just do additional ribbing, or you could add, I would say, looking at that, just one full repeater cables if you wanted to increase your length. There shouldn't be any issues there. And just checking on the deets on the old pattern, it is 36 to 55 inches, and for those of us in the new decimal currencies, that is 91 to 140 centimetres. So that is pretty generous. Like, I would, like, for me, and actually I quite like it, sort of, it's got a nice little shape, which I'm a good old classic pear, so for me I quite like that. I mean, that's well within sizings. I mean, I would knit probably in a style like that about with a cable around a 48 inch for me, so it would still give me a little bit of firmness, but I could block it aggressively if I needed to. So the sizings on that are really generous, and they are saying, and she is saying here, 1,000 to 1,800 metres. Just to give you an idea, if that were in Southlander, you're looking at so 1,800, which is the most, is no, it's not, Marie. See, knit maths, this is what happens. You're looking at 200 grams of Southlander if you did the larger size, and that would still give you 100 grams left over if you were playing around with the lengths. And if you were doing the smaller one, that is just doing those numbers for you again, actually 2.5. So again, if you've got 3 of the big ones for the smaller sizes, you've actually got a little bit of additional yarn to play around if you want to fiddle around with the length on those. So that is yeah, I thought that was just divine. So Nikki, I mean, I know it's DK, it's a wee bit heavier than you. This is so you, is it not? And I know you knit things really quickly. I think you would look amazing in that. It's gorgeous. That actually got me quite excited. I do like myself a good cable. So yeah, so those are a couple of ideas that I thought, you know, over the long weekend, if you're feeling a little bit like casting something new on, you're sort of sick of looking at what you're knitting and you're wanting to do something new, I thought they would be a couple of nice ideas for you. And last but not least, from what we have, you know, I've been playing around with, as I've mentioned in previous broadcasts, that this time of year we play around with a lot of the stuff that we're doing for next year. And in fact, Claire and I are madly planning, would you believe, planning stocks for next year's mega epic sale already. So exactly, but I just wanted to show you this. This is just a yarn that we're playing around with, which will actually come out, with any luck, it might come out in time for Christmas, and I think it will, but it's just something fun and a bit festive, and it will have an incredible price on it, and we've done it just to have something a bit fun for the festive season. And let's face it, it doesn't really show it there, but all those nice little knops in there are bling, and that's, oh, there we go. See, can you see that? That's black, and it's got gold lurex through it, because you know, you've got to have a bit of bling bling, don't you, for Chrissy, brighten things up. So hopefully that will be out yeah, in time for Christmas. But in the meantime, just a reminder, Skeins shop is closed tomorrow, and we will not be here in the office tomorrow, so if you are sending in inquiries or anything like that, they won't get answered. Well, I'm travelling tomorrow, and I know a couple of the girls here are not necessarily around, so they may take a little longer to get answered, but they will definitely get to them on Saturday. And of course, we have Labour Day off as well, so we will be back on deck completely again on Tuesday. So have a great weekend. I hope you get some time off with friends and family. If you're travelling, keep it safe. Yeah, because, you know, this is the first weekend that we all get to head away. So keep it safe, get your knitting out, make sure you post it in the speakeasy. I still want to see those projects come up. And I've got a really cool little project theme for next month too, which actually will be, I think will be really fun. So until then, have a great weekend, and I will talk to you guys next Thursday.